Hello, welcome to Gardening Unraveled. My name is Christina, and this is my puppy, my fur baby, Miss Bear. It is a beautiful, unusually warm February day, and I am starting my pepper, onion, and celery seeds. If you're new to gardening or you're starting your seeds for the first time, and you might be overwhelmed by it, so stick around because I will show you how easy it is when you have the right tools and techniques. The first and the most important thing is the growing medium. Don't start your seeds from peat pellets because they just hold too much moisture and are not deep enough for peppers or tomatoes or any large plants. The worst part of peat pellets is that they have a papery coating to keep the shape of the expanded pellet. And because it retains moisture, you will see fungus growing on them very quickly. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm using the ProMix Compressed Premium All-Purpose Soil Mix. It's 2 cubic feet and expands to 4 cubic feet once moistened. It's derived from 80 to 90% peat moss. The mix has some peat humus, perlite, ground limestone for pH adjustment because peat moss alone is slightly acidic for plants. And they also add the beneficial mycorrhizal fungi for healthy plant roots. That's a huge bonus. As you see, the peat moss is nice and dry, very fluffy. Find a handy bucket so that you can fill it with the soil mix. There's an organic version also. If you're growing leafy greens, then use an organic growing medium for sure. I've used ProMix to start seedlings last year and grew tomatoes and peppers in containers. You can see the results if you watch my summer gardening tour from last year. I'm adding hot water to the mix just in case there might be any fungus gnat eggs, just as a precaution. Add the water and wait for 5 minutes. Come back and mix really well. If you see dry spots like this, add more water and wait 5 minutes. You want to moisten the medium very well. When squeezed, you should see some water coming out of your hand. Add organic earthworm castings to the mix to give the seedlings a healthy start. Next, you will need plastic cell packs. They are cheap. For $6 or so, you'll get the tray, cell packs, and humidity dome. You can also repurpose your empty berry containers or yogurt cups. Now it's time to fill the trays. I always place the tray in the bucket and fill it this way so that I don't make a mess on the floor. Very gently press in the soil so that there are no large air pockets in the cells or containers. Don't compress the soil because roots need air to grow. Alright, now the most exciting part. I'll be growing many varieties including Big Jim chili, sweet banana, cayenne, habanero, jalapeno, and assorted bell peppers. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give me a thumbs up. Much appreciated. You can make yourself a handy little tool like this from a skewer. Mark the different lengths: 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1 inch. The soil depth for pepper seeds is 1/4 inch. Take the skewer and make a 1/4 inch hole in the middle of the cells. Put 2 seeds per cell just in case one seed does not sprout, so that you are not left with an empty cell. If 2 seedlings emerge, then you can just snip the other seedling off at the base. Make sure you are growing only 1 seedling per cell. With your handy seed starting tool, push the seeds into the pre-made hole. Fluff the soil around it and gently press it in. Make sure to give it a good spray of water. Peppers will emerge 14 to 21 days, depending on the soil temperature and how old the seeds are. I'm using plastic food wrap to cover these cell packs to keep the surface moist. I do have humidity domes, but I'm saving those for my next big planting of cold weather vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, lettuce, spinach, kale, and other leafy greens. also flowers and herbs. To have successful germination, you will need to invest in a heat mat. Pepper seeds germinate only if the soil temperature is around 85 degrees. This mat is only 3 inches wide by 20 inches long. This size is enough for me because I only have 2 small pepper trays. Place the trays on the heat mat to keep them warm. Remove the plastic wrap when the seedlings emerge. Next, I'm starting onion seeds. 3 varieties that I'm starting include sweet Spanish Utah yellow, cipollini, and white sweet Spanish onions. Most onion varieties are container friendly. You can easily grow them on your patio, as long as you get full sun. Onion seedlings can grow right next to each other, and the roots are easy to separate. The recommended planting depth of onion seeds is 1/2 inch. I take a nice scoop of the mix and carefully put it over the onion seeds. Spread it out and gently tap the mix down. And give it a nice spraying of water. Onion seedlings will emerge after 7 to 10 days. Last but not least, the toughest seed to germinate is the celery seed. My celery seeds are very old. I bought them back in 2016. Celery seeds actually only last 3 to 4 years. These are 6 years old. That means that the germination rate will be low. I'm making sure that the surface is wet before I sprinkle the seeds. I'm going to just use all of the seeds I have. It's all or nothing at this point. Don't worry, celery seedlings are easy to separate or prick out when they are big enough. Fun fact, celery loves water and is 95% water. I give them a good spraying again. Now this step is crucial. I'm covering the seeds with a thin layer of vermiculite. It's a mineral and a soil conditioner. It retains moisture and it's very light. Make sure not to inhale the fine particles because it could irritate the lungs. Always keep it moist. Same goes with perlite, and a lot of gardeners don't know about it. Celery seeds are so tiny that covering them with soil prevents them from emerging because the soil is too heavy for them. I will keep the surface moist until the seedlings have sprouted. Seedlings will emerge in 10 to 21 days, depending how old the seeds are. Stay tuned for my next week's video about indoor seed starting setup on a budget, where I will talk more in depth about grow lights. Thank you for watching. Until next time, my gardening friends.